True.
I'm being nice.
Hello!
Remember that the first few seconds is what happens on the story.
Oh, absolutely, I know.
Excellent.
That's why I did it, because I remember that.
You're so proud of yourself.
Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. Welcome. I hope you guys are having a great day and a great start to your week. I just want to say thank you again by joining us. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Danny. Sam will come in and craft with you guys in a little bit, and we have Jesse behind the scenes doing all our technical things going. But yeah, again, welcome. I hope you guys are, like I said, having a great day. We are enjoying some nice warm weather here in Arizona. It is cloudy, but it's still hot. We're looking at about 100 actually. 100, straight even 100 today. I hope it's a lot cooler where you find yourself at. And speaking of finding yourself, please, if you're new, let us know where you are from. And if you're not new, still let us know where you're from, where you're watching from. If you craft, what kind of crafting do you do? We want to get to meet everybody when you join. So,
hi, Kenna.
Hi, Kenna. What's up? How are you?
Well, she said guys and gals. She's being very representative of us.
Yeah, I've seen your videos that you've posted. Love them. Keep it up. We love it. What?
Kayla, we'll take your 100 rating to 111.
Oh, yeah, that's nothing. But is this humid too? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. The
Dry
humidity,
heat.
dry heat. Yeah, it's so bad. I've been out of town for a couple of days the last few weeks, and oh my God, I came back home and I was like, I just want to head back again because it's just so hot. You don't get used to it. Sam and I having this conversation yesterday that she's born and raised here and can't get used to it.
Out like a bad memory.
Yeah, so you can't get used to it. So, So again, thank you guys for joining us. We go live every Tuesday. We try to craft and we talk crafting. So again, thank you guys for joining us. If it's the first time you're joining us, please let us know and welcome. Yeah, and then also, so we end here, and then we go ahead and we jump over to our Instagram, and then we finish the day off on our TikTok. So if you guys don't follow us on any of those platforms, make sure you do. Also, check out our YouTube. Go follow us, subscribe to that. We have a lot of cool videos up there, from unboxing to tutorials. If you miss any of these lives are up there too as well. So go ahead, a lot of things to check out on our YouTube page. So yeah, what are they saying? What's can I say? It's grossly humid. Us desert rats cannot take it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Humidity is pretty bad. Like I said, and I know it's only 6 months out of the year, but these are the longest 6 months of the year, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Kenna lives with us. She understands.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just bad. So yeah. So again, welcome. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have not checked out yet, and if you haven't been on our site lately, please do. We have a sale going on our hydros. Go check it out. Go take advantage of that. You do not want to miss on that. Hello, who's that? Who said hello?
That's Shay.
Hey, Shay. I didn't see. Yeah. Hi, Shay.
Unicorn Spit.
Yeah, she won the Unicorn Spit on Friday.
Hey, congratulations. I think, is it out? No.
Jesse just sent it today.
Jesse sent out your prize today, so can't wait to see what you create. And when you do, please share that with us. We would love to see your creations. But again, congratulations. And remember, if you're here and you're seeing, well, how do I win stuff? Make sure you tune into our last live on our TikTok. That's where we do all our prizes. We do our games and prizes and stuff like that, and get a chance to win. So make sure you join us today, because you might have a chance to win something pretty cool. We don't know yet what, but you might get a chance to win something cool.
I know, but I'm not telling.
Oh, the boss knows, but she's not saying. She says we're also 14 days without rain. It's crazy here because it rains, and literally it's like turning on a faucet and turning it right back off, because it rains for like 2 seconds and it's back to the humidity, and it's gross. But yeah, anyway, so as I was saying, make sure if you have not gone to our website, make sure you head over there right now. Take up to our hydro sale is still going on. Go make sure and take advantage of that stuff. Also, we have up to 75% on epoxy craft supplies. So if you're interested in any of those things, go over there, take advantage, go out there and shop. what is it? Better tell Juan Close and Mark to bring some personal fans to Oklahoma later this
I
week.
think that's where the next
Yeah,
one
that's
is.
actually Mark and I were talking yesterday, and that's exactly what he said. That I asked him how's the weather going to be out there, and he says like who knows. So yeah, I'll let him know to make sure you guys to bring a couple of fans with him. Let's see. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, and thank you for opening that door for me. As far as trade shows, we will start heading out on the road in August. The first show back of Pinners will be heading to Pomona in California. So if you're in the area, please make sure stop by, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. Fun for the family. It's a huge event. It's at the Pomona Fairplex. If you go to our site, we actually do have dates and ticket information there, and I believe we have a code up there for $5 off on any type of ticket. But yeah, so that's going to be the first trade show going back. After that, we're going to have Texas, we're going to have Utah, we're going to have what's after Utah? We have the home show. But yeah, if you want all that information, it's on our site under the trade show page, and you get all the information there. But yeah, so come check us out.
Hot, that's how the weather will be.
Very hot, yes, very, very hot. Let's see, what else? Yeah, while you're there at the site, go ahead and check out the crafters we have featured. Great crafters. They make great stuff. They share a couple of their secrets, so go read up on them. And if you love reading, check out the blogs we have also. A lot of cool information there, from how to start a business to what's the difference between sublimation. A lot of cool things up there. Check out those blogs, read on, and take advantage of those. Let's see, what else?
Just asked a great question.
What's up, Shay?
If we ever go to Vegas.
We do. We actually do go to Vegas. We were in Vegas this year for APA. Yeah, APA. We were out there for a couple of days. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Jesse and I had probably the worst time in Vegas because we were both sick. We were both really sick. Our room, we shared a room together, and it looked like we were a pharmacy. We had Jesse... Like, I think Jesse had more power than I did because he would run downstairs to the CVS and get us more medicine. So it was just bad. But yes, we were in Vegas. So yeah, so we were sharing a room, and our entire room looked like a pharmacy and stuff. But yes, to answer your question, yes, we do go to Vegas. I believe, is APA again in Vegas this next year?
February.
So in February, if you're in the area in Vegas around February, and we'll announce it, so make sure you follow us and all that, and we'll announce it with the dates in Vegas. But yes, we do go to Vegas for APA. Let's see what else, guys.
They don't believe that you were sick.
I don't. Yeah, I'm never sick. Yeah, never sick. Yeah, it was hard. I know it was a hard thing, but yeah, I honestly it was bad, and I think that was the week that we had back to back. I think we were going from Vegas
we
to
went from Kansas to Vegas.
from Kansas to Vegas. Yeah, so I think we were home one day.
Had all those Kansas shenanigans.
Yeah, and then that's right. Yeah, some stuff went down in Kansas City, and then I think we were home for a day. And then we left to Vegas and stuff. But yeah, it was the longest week ever and stuff. But yeah, Jesse and I are just pretty bad, pretty sick that day. Let's see. Hi. What I can't see.
Hi, Lilia.
Who?
Lilia.
Hi, Lilia. How are you? Welcome. What else? I can't really see.
Shay said she'll be moving here in August from Texas, and definitely would love to come to your shows. That's perfect. We're here in November.
What part of Arizona? In Arizona? She moved to Arizona? Mm-hmm. What part of Arizona are you moving to? Because if you are close enough, we would love for you to come in. Check out the MakerFlo building, and maybe even introduce you to our lobby. Thank you. That's what the word I was looking for. Show you around and stuff. So yeah, make sure you stop by, say hi, or let us know, and we can send something out. So you're leaving from heat to more heat, is what you're saying, Shay.
She wants to try the different heats.
You want to try the difference, yeah.
It's like trying different hot sauces.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's still hot. Let's see. Hi, Jay. How are you?
I think the other thing we should probably remind them, because we just filmed some cool stuff today that they won't find out about unless they're opted in their emails.
Yeah, that's a good point that Sam had. We were filming earlier with Mark and John, and those guys are always pretty fun to film with. But yeah, check it out. Make sure you guys do opt in. If you do not, if you have not signed in signed up for our newsletter, make sure you guys. What is all the giggling? You're like throwing me off, like the entire thing. Like,
I hear y'all heat is better than our heat.
heat is heat. I don't know if it's better or worse, but it's hot. But yeah, like, so if you have not signed up for our newsletter, make sure you do. You do not want to miss the new announcements that are coming up. They're pretty big. So make sure you signed up. Make sure, well, again, we will post it here. We will let everyone know. But in order for you to be the first ones to find out, you got to sign up. Because, I don't know, maybe Sam and I will forget to post something and you'll be the last one to find out. So you don't want to miss any of those news that is coming up. So go over to the site, sign up. What's up, Cruz? How's it going? What did Jessica say? I do like
so hot sauce. I prefer the internal burn to the sizzle of my pasty white skin.
Yeah, I'm not really. I do okay with like hot sauce, but yes, I think yes, your burning of your skin is a lot worse than heat sauce. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. What else? Let's see, I can't really see that. Hi, Patty. How's it going? How are you? How's your week going? Did anybody craft this weekend? Did anybody have any shows, any night markets? I know Sam did hers this weekend, and she said it was very hot. So, how about you guys? Did you guys have any trade shows that you guys did, or any pop-ups? Let us know, and let us know how did it go, and what was the stuff on that you were showcasing. See what up. Oh, and yeah, so again, also too, we were having this conversation. I think that's where Sam was leading about new products. But our new products that we have out, if you have not seen them, we have a bunch. I know someone in here that's on the live right now was waiting for her white tape. That's available too also. That's available. It's available now. We have a white, it's actually right here.
We asked Kenna about it last time and she hadn't gotten hers yet.
So we have our white tape that's available. So make sure you go order yours. And then we also have a couple other things, from white tape to the decanter molding. Yeah. Sorry, Chris, they're working on it. We apologize. Our fault on our end, so we apologize for that. So we apologize. We are working on it, and we will make sure you guys that you get it. Okay. So again, we apologize. That was our bad. But yeah, so we have the white tape. We have the decanter foam protector. We also have the serving boards. I think we have a few left, not sure. I was gonna mention the coasters, but guess what? You guys killed them on those coasters. They're all sold out. Hopefully we get some in this week. Hopefully, just by guessing, I guess you guys love them because we're all sold out of them. Let's see what else. So we have serving board. We have the coasters that are hopefully in this week.
A new product last week on the lives that they might remember.
Oh, that's right. You guys were. Sam was telling me. I asked how the lives went and stuff. Did anyone here catch a little tease, like a little Easter egg? If so, please let me know, and let me know what you guys think of it. I'm gonna stop there. So if anybody that watched, let us know in the comments. And yes, Jessica, you saw it. And what do you think of it? Because I personally love it. There's one that I really like. Again, I'm gonna stop there. Sam was also university last week. And you need all the colors? Yeah, they're pretty cool. But again, there's one specific one that I like. But yeah, what was it? Oh,
yeah, those are some words.
Yeah, those are some words, huh? Yeah.
Someone asked what we're doing today.
What are you guys doing today? What is Sam doing? What is Sam doing today? Well, considering that we have epoxy craft supplies that are up to 75%, we're going to be using our Flopoxy for this live. Need them all, yes. But yeah, so the Flopoxy is going to be used. Again, we have stuff that are up to 75%. from the Epoxy craft supplies. So we wanted to let you guys know that and show it and showcase it and see how it works crafting. So that's what's going to be used today here. So I think I've talked enough, and I'm going to let Sam start crafting here and let the real star of the show come on. Okay. And there she is.
Hi. And so Kenna said that she came by last week. Those aren't Danny's notes. Kenna said she came by last week and she wanted to see what we had previewed on the last live, but it wasn't there. The reason for that is because we got one of each of the colors. And when I say we got, like, they handed me a box with them. We were told to tease them, and then, like, within a moment, they said, never mind, we want this back. So, like, I stole them for the live, and then I had to put them back on in a box to be shipped out to the trade show, because they might actually have those for show at the trade show. So if you guys want to see those, and you're going to be in Oklahoma, as my friend earlier, at the Next Level Laser Conference, I believe, that's where you will see them. So yes, let's see. Yeah, there were a lot of good colors. I already buy my resin from you guys. Awesome. Well, right now is a great time to actually get the resin from us because it is on sale. I want to say it's like 40% off. Would you mind double checking, Jesse?
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that that's on sale. Some of our glitters are on sale, stainless as well. Lots of good deals going on right now. All right, guys, so I don't want to get too long-winded here because we have a lot of crafting to do today on all three of the lives. So I want to make sure I get into this pretty quick here.
For which product?
Huh? For the Flopoxy.
Yeah. 40% off, yep.
40% off. Awesome. I remembered correctly. Look at that. Let's see. And then ETA on the 40-ounce tumbler restock. It should be any day now, Kenna. I know when we asked last week, they told me a couple weeks. So we should just be about a week away, but hopefully real soon.
I want to say it was supposed to be on the container today.
So Jesse says maybe in the next couple of days. But we'll see. Let's see. If only it wasn't sold out, we'd come swing by the booth. It's maybe 15 minutes from us. Is it sold out? I wonder if they can do anything about that. Let me talk to my friends, and I'll see if they can pack an extra couple of sequin jackets and see what we can do about this. Because we've done it before, but we'll see. Not at this conference. So I don't know how it works there, but I'm just used to them kind of letting us do what we want at most conferences. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll get started on some mixing. I brought out the big guns for this, guys. So I got the biggest Flopoxy that you can get, which is the 2-gallon size. And like I said, this stuff is 40% off right now. So great time to stock up on some epoxy. Before I get too far into this though, I'm gonna have you guys decide. I brought out, because I know you guys like to see the new stuff, I brought out 2 different sets of molds from our new mold lineup that will be coming very soon, probably within the next month, I would say. But I have one here that is a horoscope mold set, and then I have one here that is a mostly sea creature. I want to say there's a few land creatures as well, but mostly sea creatures. So I got the creatures and I got the horoscopes. Which of the 2 mold sets should I focus on today? The first one with 3 votes is the one I will focus on. Hey Monique, good to see you. But yeah, let me know, guys. I will be waiting for those votes to come on in, and then we'll start picking out some colors. We got one for sea creatures. What else, guys?
Sea creature wins.
Oh, you got them already?
Yep.
All right, sea creatures it is. So I'll go ahead and put my little horoscopes to the side. And then do you guys want to just see these really quick so you can kind of see what both of them are? Let me just show you real quick. So this is one we're not doing. These are the horoscopes. You pull it back to where you can see it. So isn't that cool? So that's the smaller mold set of the horoscopes. And then here is the bigger one that comes in the pack with the other horoscope symbols. Pretty cool, huh? Does everybody find their symbol? Does everybody know their symbol? All right. And then the one that we're working on today, guys, is going to be the mostly sea creatures and a few land creatures. But yeah, so here's the bigger set with the majority of the molds on it. The penguin one I think is my favorite, or the snail, I'm not sure. And then some sea creatures. So yeah, pretty cool, right, guys? Got a lot of new stuff coming out soon. These are just 2 packs of the molds that will be out. And then I also have my handy dandy alphabet mold that will also be launching when all of these guys do. I just have that kind of extra on the side to catch any leftover resin that I have. That way I don't waste it. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about kind of what those molds are like. If there's other types of molds that you guys want to see in the future, let us know. They won't be coming out anytime super soon. Any new ideas, of course, but these ones will. So we can go ahead and keep that in mind for the future. Let me get these all set up to where you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. And then I'll keep my alphabet molds handy to the side. Perfect. Now, the reason why I always have an extra mold that I don't intend on using is because you don't want to waste your epoxy. Epoxy, once you mix it with this two-part formula that I have, basically it starts to harden once it starts to mix, so you don't have a lot of work time. You have about 15 minutes to decide what you want to do with it, so you always want to prep everything before you get started. So now I have these prepped. I'm going to pick out some colors really quick, and I actually brought some colors from last week in case you guys missed our live. We have some Unicorn Spit to play with. So I'm going to pick out probably 4 colors here, so I have a little variety of options to choose from, but I'm going to pick out some colors and then we'll get started. Give me one quick second. I'm going to try to pick some ones that are already open. Here we go. So I've got a fun teal and a fun fuchsia. And then I have a blue and probably something to contrast. Let's do... See, this one looks like it's black. Let's try this one. Midnight Blackness. Yep. Okay. So I got a teal, blue, purple, and black. So I've got 4 different colors here of the Unicorn Spits to play with. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out some cups for that. Okay. All right. So I've got my 4 cups to split up all the colors. So I've got all that here. I want to say this is the only one that I don't have open yet, so let me just open that real quick. Oh no, it looks open. Okay. Good. So you don't want to get to where you need to start doing your pouring and it's you know, impossible to do it. So get all your tools ready to go. Hey Steven, good to see you. For all of my friends in the crowd right now, you guys might know who Steven is, the guy who just said hello. He's the one taking care of a lot of your calls, emails. Him and Mel hold down the fort for customer service. And he's also our in-house sublimation expert. So if you guys have any sublimation questions that you've been dying to ask, now is the time. You could beat the call line, beat the email line. He's right here in this chat, guys, so let us know. All right, let's see. And then Michelle, Nicole, Artistic Vibrations, check this out. Yeah, so she's been actually really cool, and she sent us a lot of different colors to play with, so I've been trying to see what I can do. We messed with some wood stain on one of the little boxes that we had last week, and it came out really cool. So we're just kind of seeing what else we can do with it for now. But yeah, so let's see. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and get started, guys. Now, normally I would have a mask on, but so that you guys can still hear me, I'm not wearing a mask at this moment. But PPE is very important, especially when you're playing with epoxy. So you want to make sure you're in a nice big open area, lots of moving air. You don't want to be like confined in a small space in your house. You gotta have open windows and a lot of good airflow. The other thing you want to keep in mind, especially as like the summer and the colder seasons happen, is humidity. Humidity plays a big factor with epoxy. So depending on how humid it is, you might not reach a full cure. So you want to make sure your humidity, I want to say ours is tested at under, it needs to be under 40%, I believe, in order to still cure fully. But we do have that info on the website as well, so you can always check that out to make sure. So I'll go ahead and get started. Now what I'm going to do here to keep myself honest is I'm going to pour them separately into 2 different cups, and then I'll mix the cups together. So I'm going to do about 4 ounces of each because I want to fill this cup up basically. I'm going to start with my resin, and then I'll go ahead and do the hardener. Just a fun little tip for if you're at home and opening your resin for the first time, you don't want to get your hands dirty. Use your little popsicle stick that you're going to use to stir later, and that'll work just well. We're going to fill it to the line that says 4, and I'll do the same thing to the other cup with the other part. Now with our epoxy, it is a 50-50 ratio that you want to do. So you want to make sure you're pouring accurately and that everything measures up the way it should. That way you get a nice even mix. If you do need to err on the side of one of them being a little bit more heavy than the other, you want to have more resin than hardener. We've noticed that it just works better that way. So if you need to pour over on one, like say you have a tiny bit more resin than you do hardener, that's going to be fine. You just don't want to have more hardener than resin, but try to get it 50-50. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and poke a hole in here and do this one as well. And I'm going to fill it about to the same line. Looks like I went just barely over the 4 on this one, so I want to do the same thing to the other one. All right. Perfect. So I've got those poured out the way I need them to be measured. Got about 4 and 4 on each side. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix these two together. Now when I'm mixing my epoxy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this resin side that has a tiny bit more into my hardener. Yes.
Is it food grade safe?
Yes. Yeah, our epoxy is food grade safe, which means you can put it as a top coat on your tumbler, you know, your cutlery, like anything that you would use to serve food with, that's totally fine. Some epoxies and like UV resins are not, so it's definitely something you want to keep your eye out for. Great question. And I'm just getting all of this poured into the 1 cup now so I can mix it all up. Okay. Perfect. All right, so now that is gonna be garbage, so I'll just leave that to the side for now. I'm gonna mix for 3 minutes, guys. Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Now when I'm stirring, guys, I wanna stir nice and slow. You're not trying to move too fast. The quicker you move, the more micro bubbles you're gonna create. So you wanna move at a nice steady pace. You wanna pay attention more to the mixing process than you would to, well, basically like you're trying to make sure it's mixed well and not mixed fast, if that makes sense. So go nice and slow, just make sure you're really mixing up that resin. You're gonna see it start to get a little bit cloudy as you're mixing. That's totally normal. That's just the epoxy mixing together, doing its thing. And I'm just gonna keep on mixing. I'm scraping the sides and the bottoms to make sure that it's all nice and evenly mixed. All right, make sure you guys ask any questions if you have them on the way. Hey Holly, good to see you. Loving all that UV resin stuff you've been coming up with. That looks great. Those bezels are awesome. And let's see, Kenna. I can't quite see what Kenna's saying. Could you help me out, Jesse?
She's talking to skills.
Okay, perfect.
And remember, better customer service comes from knowing what we see on the videos.
That's right.
Holly said hi.
Yeah, I was just telling Holly, I've been watching a lot of her videos. She's making really cool stuff with that UV resin. She, I think she got some different bezels, and she's been just kind of making really cool earrings and keychains and whatnot. I hope to have amazing...
Helps to have amazing UV resin.
Doesn't it? Yeah, if you guys haven't seen and you're curious about UV resin, check out Holly's page. She's been doing a lot of cool stuff with UV resin. And I am still mixing away, guys. I do see that it's starting to get a lot more clear than it was when I started mixing. Once the parts have really mixed well together, you'll see that the color starts to even out again. It goes back to kind of a clear. What's going on?
Someone else ended the MakerFlo and said, what's Steven's
I think I know who that is. But yeah, guys, so remember, if you're at home and you're doing this, like I said, PPE, you want to make sure you have your respirator and then gloves always, and be in a nice open area. And like I said, the in-house sublimation expert is on the chat, and apparently plenty of MakerFlos are on the chat too, so ask all the questions you guys have, guys, because we're all here. I think Patty says, I love your UV resin. I started playing with it this morning. Awesome. Glad to hear it. It's so easy to like lose track of time when you're playing with UV resin too, because it just like time seems like it goes by so fast. Okay guys, that is my timer. So the 3 minutes is up. So now this is nice and mixed. See how that's all kind of a same consistent color. There are a few bubbles in here, but those are gonna kind of rise as we start working with it. So I'll set that down and I'm gonna pour, let's see. I wanna do 4 colors in total. So I'm gonna do 3 more cups. Okay. And we'll put some more popsicle sticks in here so we can mix them up. Now guys, I don't have a particular rhyme or reason about how I'm doing the colors in the different molds. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix these out pretty evenly. I wanna measure 4 separate mixes here for my colors. All right. Perfect. So now I've got about 4 cups of resin. I will go ahead and, let's see, could you give me a wipe, Jesse? Just so I don't get resin or more resin on this tablecloth. If you guys have like a silicone mat at home, it works really well to kind of lay that down first because everything that cures on that silicone mat will peel right off. So definitely recommend that for the future. But for now, I'm just gonna use the tools I have available. All right, cool. So now we're gonna mix some color. Now, for my friends out there, who is familiar with this beautiful unicorn spit? Who knows about this? I hadn't heard about it till my friend Michelle told me all about it. And even like last night I went to Michael's for some things and I saw some on the shelf. I was like, oh wow, it is everywhere. That's amazing. So who has heard of this unicorn spit? But for those of you who haven't, I'll just explain a very little bit. It is super concentrated pigment. So I'm gonna use just a few drops, like you guys saw, just a couple going in here. I'm gonna mix it up and you're gonna be amazed at how much color actually comes out of just those 2 drops.
Scott Owens said he's looking forward to seeing us at Arizona Pinner.
Awesome, Scott. Looking forward to seeing you too. We have a lot of fun at the Pinner shows. Have you been to that one before? But isn't that crazy, like how much color came out of that? And I'm gonna do a few drops into my blue. I might do a drop or 2 more in here. I kind of want it to be a little darker. It's cool though how you can kind of turn up the contrast on that though. Let's see. Yep, I like that color a little bit more. Perfect. Isn't that like a beautiful, intense, like pink color that we got out of just a few drops? And I'm gonna mix up this blue, see how that works. Crazy how little color you need to make the whole thing amazing. And from what I've heard too, you can actually mix this stuff with alcohol as well and make like alcohol inks. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this.
Saying how vibrant the colors are.
Isn't that awesome? So this is something that I kind of talked to Michelle about it. She's the gal who showed us all about the unicorn spit. I was telling her that it might even be a good idea for my epoxy friends, that when you guys are making your cups like on your turner, a lot of people will put down like a spray paint base coat. Maybe instead of doing that, try some colored resin and see if that works for a base coat instead of having to actually spray paint, wait for it to dry, be part of your process of just actually, you know, using that coloration from the pigment instead of from a spray can. Now this one looked like it was open, however it is not. So I'm just gonna try to get some color out of here real quick and then deal with that later. Awesome, that seems like way more than enough. All right, so I went a little crazy on the black color here because I wanted it to be really dark, but we'll see how that goes. Let's mix it up. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Blends right in with my shirt. But yeah, so if I wanted any of these colors to be a little darker, I could add some pigment to it. I do think that we should try to make maybe this blue a little bit darker and maybe the fuchsia a little darker. Okay. And
Hey, Made by Hunter said, I use your Flopoxy for resin notebooks and they come out so nice and clear. The first notebook I made with the resin, I weighed the mixture because I didn't know better and it came out tacky. But equal measurements like you recommend has been a game changer.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And don't feel bad because I went through the same struggle. Like when I talked to the people who helped us create the epoxy, they had given us kind of some general instructions. So it was very open to interpretation. So I did the same thing and I weighed it and it didn't work out. And I was like, this doesn't work. And then they helped me. Like we had some people from the company actually come down and kind of work with us. And ever since then, it's been working like a charm. But yeah, guys, remember we only have about 15 minutes of work time once everything's been mixed. So we probably have about 5 to 10 minutes left. So let's get pouring. First thing I want to do is kind of decide where I want these colors to go. I have a cool little octopus over here. So I'm going to do maybe some black for the arms. And then I'm going to do blue for the face. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to pour both of these at once. So, Jesse, would you mind kind of zooming this camera in? Like pointing it downwards and so they can kind of see the magic.
Which one are you pouring in?
This one right here.
Got it.
And then maybe point it down more because basically where all the comments are, this will show. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Can you guys see a little better? And then just slide it back more so I can do the other ones too.
Oh.
Like closer to you. No zooming. There you go. And then just slide it more to the side. Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
so I have the full thing.
Okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Thank you. Beautiful. All right, guys. You guys see everything okay? It looks good? Let's get started. So I'm going to pour some of the blue and the black at the same time so that I have a different color head of the octopus than I do the arms. Okay. All right. Once you've got it pretty much filled the way you want, just kind of pull away for a second and let that resin start to self-level. And then pour more if you need to, but it just works easier to underpour than overpour. So just give it some time to do what it's gonna do. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit for a second. Next thing I wanna work on is my penguin. Let's give him a black tuxedo with a pink chest, all right? We'll make him fancy. So I think I'll put maybe a little bit of pink in the middle here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use the black to go around it. And then I'll top it off with a little bit more pink in the middle once I'm done. You guys do this at home when you're using your epoxy and molds? You kind of make fun little creations just to see what you can do. If you have toothpicks as well, that works really well and kind of hitting those more narrow channels. But yeah, check that out. So he's gonna have a little black tuxedo suit with a pink undershirt. And next, let's put some maybe green and pink in this cool little lizard here. That sounds fun, right? And I might just start with the tail first. This one is one of those finer ones where it's kind of hard to get the resin in. So I'm gonna just pour where it's a little thicker, and then I'm gonna push it over with one of my mixing tools. So if you have like a lot of resin stuff at home, you can always use pipettes too, to kind of push those into those little crevices. But since we don't have those at the moment, we're just gonna go ahead and use these little popsicle sticks. But for my friends out there who knows what a pipette is that something you guys would want? Would you guys use that if it came in your little bottles of UV resin or resin? Let me know. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that that goes all the way through. Awesome. Okay. Don't wanna forget his tail. Now next, let's see, what else should we do? We have this little snail here. He looks fun, right? Maybe we'll do some blue and green for the snail. Am I getting any questions or requests out there? Okay.
Not yet.
All right. If you guys see something and you want me to do something to it, let me know because I'm going to run out of resin soon.
Everyone's watching very intensely.
Excellent. Well, me too.
Kayla said I would totally use it. We're notorious for overpouring small stuff.
Yep. Yeah, those pipettes come in handy for sure. And it's something we've kind of talked about, so that's good to know that you guys would use it. And now you don't have to stop with just 1 or 2 colors. You can always do more. Like say I want to add something to his little outer shell here. I can just go ahead and add a little bit more color. and then it's all gonna self-level. One of the things that I'd kind of mentioned was you can always use like a toothpick or something. So let's say I wanted to swirl these around a little bit and get kind of more motion in here. You absolutely can do that. So now it looks like the sides of his shell are black and the inside is blue. So definitely a lot of fun stuff you can do. I'll leave that in here. Maybe let's pour a little bit of pink for his antenna. And we'll just let that settle. Cool. All right. Let's see. What else should we do, guys? Any call outs for what animal I should do next?
Let's see.
I'm going to work on the seahorse while you guys are thinking about it. I think the seahorse is going to be pink with maybe a little bit of black. Huh?
Steven said stingray.
Stingray. You got it. Was that actually Steven, or was that the person in there giving Steven a hard time?
No, Steven.
All right, stingray. So let's make the stingray, since it's for Steven, let's make it blue, because I know he likes blue, and maybe we'll throw in a little bit of green. Now the stingray is another one where it's got that real fine kind of area to put in the resin.
And then we also have 2 for turtle if you have it.
Oh, I have a turtle. I can do that. Excellent.
For turtle.
2 for turtle. I'm gonna do just a couple of drops of green in here, like we're gonna give him stripes. Yeah. I wonder how those will hold up. So we'll definitely have to look at those later. All right, turtle, let's make him maybe green and pink since we already have that happening. Let's see, I'm gonna make his little shell green and his little arms pink. And don't mind my silence, guys. It takes a little bit of concentration to do something like this. So feel free to keep asking questions, throw in suggestions if you have them. We're happy to hear them. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do some green and black. I got the jellyfish going on right now, guys. And I'm kind of glad I did this. So I mis-poured. So what that means is I poured a little bit extra on the mold itself. Now that's not gonna hurt anything. You can literally just clip that off and sand the edge to make it smooth again. But you can also, like say you're running out of epoxy and you really needed it, you can use your little popsicle stick and just push that right back into the mold as well. So you have options, guys. Now, since it's a jellyfish, I want to make that black look like it's coming down into the tentacles. I think that'd be pretty cool. So I'll just pull that down. Excellent. All right, running out of things, guys. Almost out of epoxy. Anything else?
Add some black to the stingray if you can.
Add some black to the stingray?
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty full, but let me see what I can do. I think I can do something.
Patty, we'll see you on the next live.
Excellent. We'll be there.
And dolphin as well.
Dolphin.
Dolphin.
You got it. Okay.
Just a tad on the stingray.
Okay. That's all I have room for, so perfect. All right, there's my dolphin. Excellent. I'm gonna let that even itself out, and then we're gonna add that tiny bit of black. So because I don't have a lot of room, hey mom, how's it going? I'm gonna just go ahead and do that same thing that I did with the teal and just do like little lines. Perfect. And we'll have to see how that comes out later. Okay, let's see. We've got our little Patrick the Starfish here, so we'll go ahead and make him pink. Excellent. And maybe this bird up here. Okay. And then I'm gonna do just a little bit of more color over the little bird, just so he has a nice little fun mix here. And then I think I'll do the frog and then we'll call it. I love how these colors came out. Very impressed with the brightness of them. It's pretty awesome. So if you guys see this unicorn spit on the shelves and you're wondering how it colors, now you know. It's pretty awesome. And it's one of those things we don't really have, we have a lot of glitters, we have some alcohol inks and paints, but we don't have a specific like epoxy colorant. So this stuff works super awesome. Definitely wanted to try more stuff with it and kind of see what else we can do with it. But yeah, we'll be playing with this as the lives go on. Probably not more today, but definitely we'll get more of this if you guys want to see it in action. All right, these are all looking pretty good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just fill in, actually may as well just fill in the rest of these 3 animals here. We just have a hummingbird, a squirrel, and a dog. Let's see. All right, guys, what have you thought about all this? Pretty cool? Who's gonna go home and play with some epoxy? Let me know.
Everyone's loving it.
Awesome. And then, yeah, we're just filling in, making some fun little colors in here. I'll probably throw some pink for this hummingbird wing. Yep, there we go. And a little bit of blue. Mix up those colors, excellent. And throw some green in here. Wow, guys, we pretty much poured exactly what we needed with epoxy, which is like pretty unheard of. I'm pretty proud of us. Let's see. And it's starting to get almost kind of hard to push out. So this is basically its last little bit of what it can do. Much more time and it's gonna start to harden, so it really won't be workable anymore. So we pretty much got all of our use out of this. And we didn't really have to use our alphabet mold too much. I have probably enough for a couple of letters, but not a whole lot. So I might just leave these as is. Yeah. All right, awesome. So with just the little bit of colors that you have left, if you still want to make sure you get all of your money's worth with your epoxy, you can always just pour them into letters. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this into one of the letters here and maybe add some colors to it. But yeah, it's getting very hard to move at this point, so it's pretty much done. So you definitely want to just kind of use it while you can, and then that's it. Let's see. I'm gonna make a pink J for Jesse, because I know it's his favorite color. Right, Jesse? What is your favorite color?
Probably blue.
Blue. Okay, good to know. So what's cool now is these guys will cure, they'll be a full cure within 24 hours, but they're pretty dry to the touch in 2 to 4. So potentially we might be able to unpeel some of these at the last live at the very end, but we're gonna keep an eye on it and kind of see how it goes and let you know. But yeah, I was able to fill 3 letters. Don't really have any epoxy left, so that's kind of the goal. And that's it, guys. I made a minor mess, but because I had gloves on the whole time, it's nothing permanent.
Hi, Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
Now, the very last thing you guys want to do, once you've got everything kind of poured the way you want, is if you have a little torch nearby, a heat gun, anything like that, just kind of quickly run it over your creations to pop any little bubbles that are kind of still hanging out, being bubbles like they are. So just go ahead and run your little torch over everything. Yep, and you'll see those pop right before your eyes. It's pretty neat. You don't have to worry about, you definitely don't want to leave the fire over the mold for too long, but these molds are pretty sturdy, so you don't have to be super worried about it. They tend to have a pretty high tolerance to the heat, which is why they work so well with the epoxy. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Let me go ahead and just zoom you out a little bit. We'll see if anyone has any last minute questions.
What's crafting without a little mess?
Exactly, exactly. All right. So guys, that was a lot of fun. Any last minute questions on the epoxying process? Any of the deals we've gone over today? Anything like that? Let us know. Danny, do you have any parting words for our friends?
Bye. See you in the next live.
All right. So I guess not. So what would the three of us like to say, guys?
See you in the
Ready?
next live.
1, 2. Stay crafty. All right. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you.